Alright, welcome back. It has been a while since I've made a video. I just didn't really know what to make anything on. Didn't really want to make anything, but Anime Expeditions released last week, and I've been having a ton of fun playing it. I got a few units here, sadly. Oh, I didn't even know I could do that. I wasn't able to get Unbound on my Kenpachi, but we have Unbounds on Dofi, Yuta, and Freerin. All are pretty decent DPS units. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the new Villain Invasion event. So, it's pretty cool. I like it. There's a new banner that comes with it. Same pity, 10,000 for secrets, 400 for mythics. But you can get some skins. They're pretty cool, actually. I like them. And they give you a buff in the new event mode, stage buffs. So 40% for the Dofi skin, 40% for the Gother skin, and 20 for Senku. I pray this is actually Gother. I forget what his name is, but I'm going to keep calling him that. And then, so, you can go through, there's 3 stages. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and then there's a 4th, the Crow stage, which you need the Crow Relic to open. Now, that's kind of what this video is about. I'm going to be going over how I beat this stage, which is really nice. It's 7,500 without the skin buffs, 15,000 with the skin buffs. So I'm just going to show you guys kind of how I go through each stage. This one's a little weird. It's 4 paths, but they don't all spawn at once. So it's a little bit simpler. Just take it like a normal, like each one is just a normal stage, but with 8 waves. So, oh, I can turn on. I like keeping auto skip off. You do have to manually skip sometimes, but it just makes it so these don't start spawning before you're finished killing these. So just take it quite simple. Farm, DPS. For the first one, you can mainly just farm. You can place whoever you have. You definitely need some pretty strong units for the stage. It is not super beginner friendly. I will say Act 1 is relatively easy. You still need some decent evolved mythics, but most people should be able to beat that stage with relative ease. So you can grind that. That'll get you your Crow Relics, so you're going to have to grind it either way. If you're new to the game, you're probably just going to have to stick to that. This stage is really difficult, to be honest. You're probably going to need an Unbound unit, or you might need like 3 of them. But it is a little slow, but you get quite a lot of rewards for it, so it's definitely worth the time. So, yeah. This one's almost over, so I believe wave 9 is when the first boss spawns. So just keep on working on your farms, and you'll be perfectly fine. The first boss is relatively weak. He doesn't have, I think he's got like 80,000 HP. Doesn't have a ton of HP. But just keep on farming, because you're really going to need a lot of money for the stage. Because each one, you're going to have to sell and replace them. Now, that's why I'm not going to try and max my Yuta, but I'm going to get him strong enough that he can kill the boss with relative ease. So now that we've got all of our farms maxed, I use double farm. I don't know if you can do it without. I actually haven't tested that yet. So I might test that after this, see if you can do it without ramen. But I highly doubt it. You'd probably have to have some insane units. I don't even know if you can with the best units in the game do it with 1 farm, because the boss, the final boss, has 1.2 million HP. Definitely not something you can do with 1 unit, but 3 units makes it pretty easy. So like I said, you don't have to max your units for the first one. Wave 10 is actually when the boss spawns, and you're going to wait to skip here, because this wave, once it's over, next wave starts spawning over here. So just wait for this to finish, and then you can move your Yuta over here. I'm pretty sure Yuta can solo the second one as well, but I'm going to place a Dofi with him just to make it a little bit quicker, because the stage is definitely long. You can't do it too fast. It's pretty difficult to do it fast. You could probably place here and go through the first 2 stages relatively quick, but the other 2 are pretty difficult, actually. I think Grimjaw, who is the 3rd stage boss, has about the same amount of HP as Kenpachi did. Actually, with a little bit of buffing, I think Kenpachi would catch up to him, but he might actually be stronger than Kenpachi, uh, without Kenpachi's like heal ability, his greed, whatever it was called. I don't remember at all. But it's pretty simple stage. It's just a lot of HP. So again, I'm gonna keep saying it because it's important. If you're new, just do the first stage. Work on getting up some decent evolved mythics, and then you can start grinding the first stage. I haven't tested out any of the new mythics yet. I did just get 2 of them evolved, so I will look at them after this probably, but I wanted to get the video out so people can start grinding this event. And then maybe I'll start making more videos on the game. I'm not sure yet. Kind of depends how I feel. I've been enjoying the game, so if I want to keep making videos, I probably will. But as you see there, we just finished off that boss. And now enemies start spawning over here. So we just sell our units and place them over here. The reason you don't want to get too many units placed, you don't want to place all 3 of your DPS on every path, is you want to make sure you have enough money to come over here and upgrade them to max once you're on to the next stage. Now, I think this one you could get away with doing a third, like Fearin', but I'm just gonna see if I can do it with just these 2. We'll see though. It doesn't look too difficult actually. Maybe I'm not remembering properly how hard this stage was. I know the last chunk of it is pretty difficult, but I guess the early parts aren't too bad. I mean, 130k, you definitely still want some unbound units to make it doable to macro them, because without unbound, you have to place multiple, and then it just becomes almost impossible to have enough yen going from stage to stage. You'd probably be able to get away with the first 2 placing here, but I think these ones are a little too difficult to just place in the middle of them. You definitely want to make sure you're using all your range. So Grimjaw, 500k, not too bad. You can definitely get away with 2 DPS units on this. You don't have to place your third. Ooh, I should not have skipped, but next, the final stage, you're going to come over here, just place my Fearin' down. Yeah, I skipped a little too early there, so definitely don't skip that fast. You want to probably have the boss killed before you skip and start spawning in the next stage. I can start moving my Yuta over. And let me know how the mic quality is. It is a different mic from when I last recorded. Completely different headset, so I don't know how the quality will be. I'm hoping it'll be good. I'm hoping it won't be like my first headset when I used earbuds and the earbud microphone to record, but I think this will be a lot better than that. I just hope it's clear enough for you guys that it's not a bit of a pain to watch. The overall, the stage is... Oh, what the... Uh-oh. Why is Grimjaw back? What happened? What did I miss? Did 2 of them spawn? This is a problem. Uh-oh. Looks like we might be re-recording this video. Because if I don't beat this, that will not be too good. Kind of want to win when you're making a guide. See how Fearin's doing with these. Yeah, she's doing alright. I don't know if we'll be able to kill him before he gets out of range. Nah, we will. I just gotta sell my farms. Oh, I didn't max out ramen. Oops. Thought I did. Okay. Like I said, last boss, a lot of HP. So, doing what I did isn't great, because now I can't place my final DPS at max, and I don't have a rewind. So, we might be in a bit of trouble, but we should be okay in the end of things. The boss does spawn little enemies, but they only have like 2,000 HP. It's just the shield can be a little annoying. Overall, it's not bad though. If you don't make this mistake that I did, and apparently just not kill the Grimjaw like I thought I did. It's a little difficult, but otherwise it's a relatively okay stage. You just need some decently strong units. And anyway, I probably wouldn't be grinding this event if you don't already have strong units. I definitely make sure you have probably Kenpachi first. I wouldn't say you need Unbound on him, but just having him would be for sure recommended for this. Uh, Full AoE unit will be really nice on the boss because of the summons. So yeah, I definitely don't think I'm beating this guy. Um, it's a little unlucky. Just made a little mistake. And stage can't really make too many of those. We might be okay. He's fast though. The rewind is going to be really helpful from Gother for when you can get it. But yeah, stage, it's a little difficult, but it gives you a ton of rewards. It is definitely worth taking your time on this, because if you try to go too fast, I don't think you're going to be able to beat it. You might be able to, and I'm just unaware, but it's definitely difficult if you don't just take it like it's 4 separate stages. But there you go. Even if you mess it up, you can still beat it. But trust me, if you don't mess up like I did, you can beat the boss before he even gets past here with the right units. So it's a relatively difficult stage, but if you have the right units and you have the right idea with it, it's pretty easy, and you can get a ton of coins super quick, which is really nice, because if you come to the shop, you can get a lot of trait rerolls. There's 150 for one of those runs. So let's go roll on my Kenpachi. I want to get him unbound pretty badly. So we'll see if we can do that. I got all of my other ones super quick, so luckily I had a lot of rerolls for him, but we weren't lucky enough to get unbound on him. I might just keep... Oh, we're pretty close to Primordial Pity. I'm just going to keep it for now. I'll keep grinding up trait rerolls. But yeah, that's it for this video. That's how you beat the new Crow Dawn stage. It's a pretty fun event. I highly recommend playing this game if you like these tower defense style games. They're really fun, and I feel like the way Anime Expeditions did it, the early grind isn't nearly as bad as it is in some of the other games. Like, I had my 3 Unbound Evolved Mythics in 12 hours of starting the game. Like, it was... I don't have a ton of playtime on this game. I don't even have a full day of playtime on this game. And I can still beat this event. Like, it's very easy to start and catch up. But, yep, that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know how everything went down below. See if you guys can beat it. Good luck grinding. I hope you guys can get Itachi.